welcome back to the channel. It's me, Antonio, Tony, back with another set of channel messages for you guys. We got an impromptu live. Haven't been live in a few months, so we gotta flex that muscle so that it becomes stronger and I can start to go live more often for you guys. So just expanding the content as always. I usually do pre-uploaded videos and all sorts of things, pick a cards, personality readings, particular series that I want to focus on in regards to particular love messages. But yeah, we got an impromptu live for you guys today. For those that are still up at this time, it just passed at 11:11, and of course, I'm still here healing. I got some good news today, so yeah, and I put out actually a nice series of readings today that you guys are positively responding to. So I'm liking what I see. We're about to pass, I think, 790 or something like that. So I think this will add to that treasure chest, right? Yeah, coming to the video, liking the video, and subscribing to the channel so that we can continue to grow and put more messages out like this in the future. Just to let me know whether you guys like live readings a lot or live readings or not. Right? So let's get into it. I was actually gonna do some divine feminine and divine masculine twin flame readings. So I was like, you know what? I haven't gone live in a while, so let me go live and just do a couple tarot stories. I'm gonna do a couple spreads, couple tarot stories. So maybe about two or three. So we'll have two or three different stories. Not necessarily pick a piles or pick a readings. But if you come into the live and catch the story, then that I mean it's meant for you, and you can always go back and watch the live later once it saves to the channel. So yeah, so this will be what, my third live on the channel, plus the very first live I did from my original channel, Magical Science. So let's get into it. Let's get the highest messages of love and light for the collective this evening, spirit. I can see the city and all the flashing lights out the window. Nice view. Guess that's what's been helping me channel. And yeah, got the room all to myself, peace and quiet. My nurse won't be bothering me for at least another 45 minutes or so. Coming in with the medicine. I just took a mouthful of raw honey. I haven't done that in about a week or so. you know. Yeah. Anything else I want to mention before we jump into the readings? No. Catch more bees with honey, right? I'm using more honey nowadays than sugar. Working on my health and that sort of thing. So maybe that's something that you guys can flow with as well, right? They kill us with all this sugar and honey and aspartame and phosphorus and all these salts. Better just eat naturally. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what your honey wants to say about you in regards to love and romance. Any jumper, spirit? So this is going to be story one. Not sure how long it's going to be, 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so. Again, there'll be three different stories, maybe more, but I'm going to shoot for three. And then, yeah, we'll reconfigure and go to the next. So on this first one, for our watchers or our collective, in this first reading, what do they need to know about love and romance? What's coming towards them in the matters of the heart, spirit, please? All right, so no jumpers. So let's see. We got the Nine of Swords, right? Nervousness, mental toxicity, could be a little bit of mental exhaustion. We got the Queen of Embers, so a content creator. Let's pull a few more. Divine Father, the Emperor, Divine Masculine showing up. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. The World card, Sagittarius. So what's going on with the current love energy surrounding you at this time, or this individual that's coming towards you? We like to focus on love messages, the current energy surrounding you, and the energies that's coming towards you. So we could have a nervous individual, or they could just be a little bit of they could just be mentally exhausted here. They could be a content creator. Sometimes, again, I always like to say, sometimes when we work with our bodies, it can wear out our minds, and vice versa. Sometimes we think just because we're not working with our bodies and we're working out our minds, that it's not taxing our bodies. But you could be dealing with a naturalist, maybe some sort of a model, an actor, an adrenaline enthusiast, right? Like, say, for instance, if you're going to get ready to go traveling, you have to be able to think about all the things that you're going to come across and prepare for. But the Queen of Embers is definitely a very attractive person, whether masculine or feminine, very sexy, very sexually mature, very sexually attractive, very confident individuals as well, right? It's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. Aries energy here with the Emperor, right? So again, someone supremely confident, at least they appear that way. Someone that brings a lot of confidence, a lot of structure, a lot of willpower, a lot of follow through. A lot of people will follow this individual. They're very anointed individuals. So they've been through a lot, right? In order to acquire higher amounts of power, you have to go through a lot, right? In order to obtain knowledge, you have to read through the book that has that knowledge locked in it, right? And once you read that book, you forever have that knowledge within you. The Hierophant is also indicative of a Taurus, right? Again, a hard worker, a person that works hard to obtain the things they want to obtain. And in the world, right? So some sort of a expansion could be a traveler, and again, it's also going to be a content creator working on online activity, right? The World Wide Web, aka the Internet. I know the light keeps going in and out. So I want to clarify these. Let's go ahead and clarify these messages pertaining to this mental exhaustion here. Could be a worrier. Sometimes people get out a lot of toxic and worrying energy by doing a lot of exercise. I went to an event earlier this year called the Flow event, where it was kind of like people that deal with certain things, not necessarily a mental illness or a physical illness, anything like that. It's just, it's like nervous energy. I've always had nervous energy. That's why I was always able to output and outwork my coworkers and things like that. Nervous art, right? That sort of thing, right? You have to have some sort of a skill or some sort of a talent or a doorway to release whatever toxic emotions, right? Because emotions can make you sick, right? It can affect your organs. Things that help you detox what's on your mind, like writing and things like that. Otherwise, it will come out in your dreams or will cause mental illness, right? If you don't exercise, you can't sweat out impurities, which would cause a breakdown in the body and that sort of thing, right? But let's go ahead and clarify the Nine of Swords. We got the Four of Embers. So this person's been worried about their stability in their home life. hmm So this person could be a very active, creative, and manifester in their home life. Now they could definitely possibly be a charioteer, a rioter. Okay, this person may be like an adventurer, right? They go from place to place. Maybe they don't like to stay in one place. Maybe living in one particular house, home, town, the city makes them nervous and it drains their energy. Ah, so the plot thickens. The Four of Embers is also indicative of a twin flame as well, or a storefront, or a best friend, right? So again, this person possibly like they like to meet new people, right? They don't like the stagnancy of being around the same people all the time. Queen of Embers, Oracle clarifies the Queen of Embers. So you can definitely be dealing with a clairvoyant or some sort of an oracle, or maybe this person leads some sort of a secret life, like the Carmen San Diego type of. Okay, all right, you might be dealing with a Carmen San Diego type of individual. I mean, this could be you, right? I mean, this doesn't necessarily have to be love or a person coming towards you. This could be your energies, right? Building on self love. The high priestess is indicative of an internal spiritual awakening, right? If it's a relationship, it's a spiritual relationship that someone wants to have with you. And the Queen of Wands is actually one of the most spiritual cards in the deck, right? Her confidence, right? She's a naturalist as well, right? High amounts of creative energy and sexual energy. That's that's your spiritual pressure, right? So yeah, an oracle. Again, this person may be a deep learner. They may learn through traveling, right? Some people don't learn through school, right? I mean, school is an indoctrination system, right? You can definitely learn just by going throughout life, right? That was one of my things growing up. I didn't want to make a whole lot of mistakes. I wanted to learn through not necessarily other people's mistakes, but I wanted to learn through other people, right? I always wanted to travel and get outside of my community or my neighborhood versus the indoctrination of, keeping black men tied to their hood and selling drugs and getting high on alcohol and all that type of stuff. Let's go ahead and clarify the emperor, the four of storms, rest and rejuvenation, meditation. Yeah, so again, this could be the type of person that, like, for instance, that they like to travel to different um parks of different states, right? Different mountains, and then get to the top of the mountain and celebrate and pop bottles of champagne and meditate, right? And then on to the next, right? They just like conquering things. Another notch on the belt, right? I've climbed another mountain, that sort of thing. So you can be dealing with that type of person. We have a 44 synchronization. So this four of storms comes out on top of the number four, which is the divine masculine, the emperor. And then we have the four of embers. So that's a 444 synchronicity here. I'll explain what I see in that 444 synchronicity before. So typically about protection, grounding, right? Rest and rejuvenation. So this person finds solace in not sitting still, basically. The Seven of Swords, hiding what's behind someone's back, right? Usually backstabbing, misdirection, right? It could also be seen as a strategy when you're dealing with a strategist, which is what we have here, a feminine strategist in the Queen of Wands. Now, this Seven of Swords clarifies the Hierophant, which is a business strategy, right? Now, you could be dealing with someone that likes to hide their spirituality or hide their religion, right? You know, I can definitely see that as well. Maybe they hide the fact that they're a business owner, like an undercover boss. You could be dealing with that type of individual as well. Someone that's come down off of their high horse or out of their tower, right, to just travel the world and, um, be amongst regular people, experience normal things. We're going to end off this first story with the clarifying the world card. So again, a traveler. This could be a self-made guru. We have a king of bubbles. So a very supportive individual, a very sympathetic or empathetic individual. They could be very emotionally mature or very emotionally accepting, which is something, a trait that you carry when you want to travel the world. You're accepting of new ideas, accepting of new cultures, accepting of new environments that you're seeing in order to learn from it, right, and internalize it. Now, what I like to see if this is a romantic connection. We have chemistry here. Fire and water create steam. We have the king of bubbles, right? Could be a singer, a dancer, a swimmer, a fisherman, a doctor, some sort of a healer or clairvoyant. And then we have the queen of embers, which is the fire. Very sexual queen here. They could be partners. We have a four of wands, right? So some sort of a best friend dynamic, soulmates. They're not of the same suit, so I can't really say they're twin flames, but this can definitely be a soul connection. Mhm. Major arcanas to show up here is the expanse, the world card, hierophant, anointing. So what they can do with the 444 synchronicity, so it's grounding. Yeah, so they can create some sort of a vlog, a traveling vlog channel or something like that. Oh wait, this could be like a traveling vlogger. So what do I have here? Yeah, this could be like a person, or you may meet this person while traveling, or this person may be traveling and they met you, and then you guys may come together, or this person may already have some sort of a vlogging channel. I'm guessing this is a traveling masculine here, divine masculine that's not afraid to try new things. Four, 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 right? And that's their lifestyle. And if this is to be a romantic connection or some sort of a romantic trigger, yeah, talking. The king of bubbles can also be a storyteller or a comedian. So they have a lot of things to tell you about the things that they've been seeing, the sites that they've been taking notice while traveling. They possibly even some sort of a I don't see a whole lot of documenting here. They may have a mind like a steel trap, so they possibly have good memory. But yeah, it could be some sort of a business that they have, like a traveling vlogger or a blogger or something like that, in which they don't have to write down anything because they record. what they do, right? They'll be able to show you videos and stuff like that of their adventures and what have you, right? The Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. You would never know that you're sitting next to, most people don't know unless I tell them that I am a that I'm a YouTuber, right? Those are the type of conversations that you would have to, have with people. But nowadays and this particular, oh, at the bottom of the deck we have Justice. So you may be dealing with a Libra or an air sign as well, right? And again, that's Libras are about contracts, business, marriage, relationships. So it's a possibility. You may run across someone that you can have a very powerful conversation with and build a strong friendship or maybe even network with them. There is a possibility that this is your soulmate as well, and you guys could build some sort of a relationship. Hey, what are you doing at this point in your life? Not much. You want to travel the world with me? Yeah, well, let's go do it, right? So that's the end of your first story. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that reading. Take the messages how it resonates, right? You know your story the most. I mean, you could already be in a relationship and you just come up with a bright idea one day to take your family on a world around, a world around, what is it? Around the world in 80 days. But yeah, this person definitely felt like some sort of a Carmen San Diego for any of you guys that grew up in the 80s and the 90s. You know who Carmen San Diego was, right? Where on earth is Carmen San Diego? So we're gonna get into the second love story. So if you're here, again, hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. Sit back and relax and enjoy the therapeutic session. Allow the messages to resonate for you. If they don't, it just may not be your part of the story. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that we continue to grow. And all comments are welcome. So, Spirit, for our watchers today in regards to love and romance, what do they need to know about love and romance? What's currently surrounding them at this time? And what do they need to know about any upcoming actions from someone that may have their eyes on them? Any new romantic connections coming towards them in regards to the matters of the heart? Let's get into it on this good Saturday evening. All right, one more shuffle and then we'll do the same thing. We'll pull 5 cards and then we'll clarify those 5 with 5. Take a look at the bottom of the deck and see what is the second love story for this evening. All right, we got the 4 of bubbles. We got the star card. We got the queen of gems. We got the king of bubbles showing up again. Okay. We have the king of storms. So this is perhaps an even better reading than the last. We got the 6 of gems at the bottom of the deck. So reciprocation, grace, charity. It's a Libra card for me, balance. So we'll see. The 4 of cups is boredom, or it can just be holding off or staving off emotionally. For me, it's emotional meditation. It could be a missed opportunity card or distractions, right? Spirit could be trying to offer you wish fulfillment here. The second card out is the star card, Aquarius card, right? Could be dealing with an air sign, possibly a healer, some sort of a celebrity. Could be dealing with highlighted moments as well, right? The right time and the right place, possibly, if this is a love connection. So the next 3 that we have coming up is the Queen of Gems, the female matriarch, right? The wife or the mother. Could be a business owner or sort of an entrepreneur.
You're not sleeping.
Don't sleep.
What you doing?
Reading. I'm shooting a video on my YouTube channel.
Oh, I'm so
So we
sorry.
have the King of Bubbles. What do we have? Fluids and the
Sorry, Metro.
Solumetro. And then the I don't think I need the pain medicine yet.
Okay.
And then we have the King of Bubbles, the storyteller, possibly a healer or a doctor, right? A swimmer, a fisherman, a comedian, all the above. We run through the gambit. And then, of course, the King of Storms, a motivational speaker, a thought provoker, could be a writer or a vlogger as well, right? We all know the King of Storms is, everything starts in the all powerful mind, right? So, all powerful cards, the only minor arcana we have is the 4 of Bubbles, which is waiting pretty much. And then we go into the star. The Queen of Gems, which again, it could be some sort of a female entrepreneur, or a stay-at-home mother, a wife, right? Although you know that you can start a business outside of your home, so don't let that deter you, right? The King of Bubbles again, maybe a news anchor or something like that. Let's go ahead and clarify these five. Reciprocation, yeah. Mm, what time? So to clarify the Four of Cups, we have the Moon God. The moon represents maternal instinct, a mother, fears, emotions, sleep, dreams, illusions, even. Right? Comes out on top of the Four of Bubbles, though. So again, this may be something. Maybe someone's holding off on their emotions, or they may miss a love opportunity or something like that. I'm not sure. Interestingly enough, we have the moon and the star out currently. Now, if the sun come up, I would know something. Let's clarify the healer, the star card. We have the magician, the cloaked one. So a master manifester, right? Now, this could be someone that works well under the cover of night. This is where they get some of their most powerful ideas. The star card or the Aquarius tend to be aloof. It's a genius, actually, right? They bring some of the most powerful ideas from whatever dimension into this 3D plane, right, for us to take advantage of. Well, any of these inventions, right, attributed to the star card or these geniuses, right, that work alone pretty much sometimes, but we associate the magician with Gemini energy and Virgo energy, two critical and deep thinkers, right? They're able to manifest ideas and then hopefully they can communicate them to people around them. So this is the energy of the person that's coming towards you. There's some sort of a master manifester here. We do see the Queen of Gems in the middle of the spread. Let's clarify the Queen. The Five of Storms. So this will be arguing and debating, but it could be multiple languages as well, is how I interpret the Five of Swords. So if it is an entrepreneur, a female, some sort of a female business owner, she just knows how to communicate with different people, which I would expect any, business owner to be out to be able to do, communicate with different people, right? It always sucks to me when I can't speak a certain language or someone outside of the America wants to purchase my service, but we don't have any way to accept payment because we don't do business across countries and that sort of thing. Right? And then, we live in America, so it would be crazy of me to not at least know a little bit of Spanish, right? If someone sees my work and they want to purchase something from me and I can't communicate with them, that's just another loss, a financial loss, right? But let's go ahead and clarify the King of Bubbles just so we can get through the second story here. The twins, yeah, Gemini showing up. So you have Aquarius showing up in the star card and Gemini showing up twice, and the magician and the lover. So this is actually a lover that's coming towards you. Comes out on top of the King of Bubbles. So this could be a masculine that holds strong love for you, but it could be a feminine as well, right? They're showing great amounts of love for you. They see you as uh, some sort of a kinship, a soulmate connection, possibly. They're really wanting to talk with you and have a conversation with you as well. Yeah, could be someone outside of your culture as well, an interracial connection, right? Again, could also be an opportunity for networking. Let's clarify the King of Storms here. The Knight of Bubbles. Oh, this person is focused on you. They're wanting to come in and romance you, right? Poetry, gift, laughter, any sort of date. We could run down the gambit, a picnic or a walk on the beach or a restaurant or something like that. I think they just want to get in close contact and communication with you and express their emotions. Comes out on top of the King of Storms. So yeah, they really want to talk with you, learn more about you. hmm This person may even want to interview you or something like that. They may be writing about you. You may be this person's muse. hmm So let's see. Major arcanas. We have four of them. We have the moon Pisces. Yeah, this person could be dreaming about you, or they're just infatuated with you. The only word that's coming to me right now is delusional, but I don't think they're delusional about you. I mean, that's just the way. That's how love makes you do crazy things, right? If you love your child, you do some of the craziest things in order to protect your child, right? We've heard of older women, like old women, becoming like super strength to lift a child up from, or lift a car from over a child, right? Some men would take a bullet for their family, right? Clairvoyant gifts can make you seem crazy, but that's exactly what it is. It's feeling sympathy and empathy for people outside of yourself. It helps you develop your psychic gifts and abilities. It's being energy sensitive, right? So the moon card, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could be dealing with someone with a strong water sign. You could be dealing with a water sign. It really feels like an air sign because what we have here is the magician, Gemini, star, Aquarius, and then the lovers, Gemini again. So it feels like you're dealing with an air sign with strong water sign placements, which is not bad actually. Six, well, 1 and 6 is 7, and then we get 17. But yeah, the court cards we have. I like to see kings mingling with queens. So we have a queen of gems, a matriarch, right? Someone good with their finances or they're very supportive. Uh, Capricorn towards Virgo. I think that may be Virgo, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have Aquarius here showing up again, right? A great talker, possibly a great planner as well. They're good with their thoughts, their words. King of Bubbles, right? This is also the energy or another person that's coming towards you as well. I mean, they all of these kings and queens could be the same person, but I mean, this could also be the options that you have coming towards you as well. Someone that's good with their finances, someone that knows how to plan accordingly, and someone that's very empathetic and sympathetic, right? It's always good when one person can bring multiple things to the table, like consolidating versus right, like what women do. This is why women become toxic at some point because they have one man paying for their cell phone bill, one man paying for their light bill, one man paying for this lifestyle and that lifestyle, and it's like you have to do all of this just to find love, right? When you can find all of that in one person, right? An emperor who's all the kings in the deck, or a empress that's all the queens in the deck. Then you don't have to spread yourself, um, so far and wide, right? Having all these sex partners and having them drain your energy, or for men thinking that you king dingling and you have all the money in the world. The next thing you broke because you have all these women who you have to pay for and their children. It's like do things the right way. Find one person that you would that you would consider. You should be considering one person, right? You would waste time breaking up and making up and just having your money, energy, and attention and time just spread all over the place. So yeah, you have a very powerful person that's headed towards you. There and now they're viewing you as wish fulfillment, right? A soulmate, possibly someone that they've been looking for, dreaming about, right? They've been manifesting this possibly. I'm not sure if they've been praying about this, but they've definitely been manifesting it somewhere. Right? So that's your second story. All two good stories so far. I see no negative energy here. Let's go ahead and start your third, and I think this is going to be the final one because I don't want the timer or the battery to run out on this phone here. So your third and final story for those that are coming into the third story. All right, you can also go back and watch the first and second stories as well. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so we continue to grow. Just trying out something new today. This is a very impromptu live. I didn't really think I was going to hop on camera and do live. These were originally supposed to be one big twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine reading, which I still may do. But who knows? And I'll give another opportunity to do a a tarot reading in the hospital, a live reading in the hospital. So I might leave it at that, right? I'll be able to look back on my playlist and be like, remember that time I did a live in the hospital? Sometimes I look back on these things and I just laugh. All right, so love and romance, spirit, please can we get the highest messages of love and light for our third and final tarot story? What does our collective need to know in regards to the matters of the hearts? Let's get some very specific love messages, some deep love messages about them and their person, who they're wanting to connect with, or who wants to connect with them. And for those that stayed to the end of the reading, I'll definitely pull oracles as well. I guess that may be your fourth message, your fourth short message, the bonus message. All right, any jumpers for the collective in regards to love and romance and start out this third story? All right, no. So we'll pull five and we'll clarify those five, check the bottom and see what and how this story is going to unfold for your love messages this evening before we end the live. Thanks for all in attendance. And let's get to it. Let's get intuitive. At the bottom of the deck, 10 of bubbles, starting out right. Now, this is love and abundance, emotional fulfillment, right? This is being content with being able to share with others, right? I always talk about love making you do crazy things. So this is pushing your emotional, your empathic, and intuitive gifts to the max, right? This is someone's intuition on fleek, right? It can also be indicative of popularity, right? If you're already in a relationship or if this is something that you're wanting, I do see an opportunity for you to grow a bigger friendship base and possibly a larger family as well, right? It's my happy family card. So we start with the seer or the hermit. Could be dealing with a Virgo, an earth sign, someone very detail oriented, a critical thinker, a powerful assistant, right? Someone that knows themselves or possibly went through some sort of a spiritual awakening. Maybe they like their alone time. Six of Swords, clarity, movement. Someone possibly wanting to go on vacation, or they may be approaching you, making a move towards you for some sort of a clarity. The Ten of Embers. So we already have a 10-10 portal or 10-10 synchronicity showing up here in the reading. Right? Someone wants to, what they want to do is drop burdens here. So they may be coming towards you for some sort of a physical release, right? I think this person also prefers to work hard for what they get or something like that. They work hard for the things that they want to attain. All right, love and romance, another 10. So we got three tens showing up. So this is overthinking, mental exhaustion. So this person needs some me time or some alone time is maybe how you'll be able to identify this person. Now, with this being a love reading, um, let's just get the last card here. The plague. Yeah, death. There's definitely a cycle closing out for this person, a completion. hmm And what I was saying, this person definitely likes to work hard for the things that they obtain. So they possibly they're either coming to the completion of building something very important. This can be for their home, their friend, or their um, their family or their legacy or lineage or something like that. Maybe this person is leaving behind something. I'm not sure if this person is literally about to go through a death cycle because it is a possibility. The card is called death, but this just could be some sort of a transformational period. I mean, the Hermit card is indicative of a spiritual awakening or a spiritual release, and then death is death. It could either be sickness. It is Scorpio major arcana, so it's a powerful transformation or some sort of a powerful rebirth, right? Hopefully, it's just a hard work that this person has to come home to and take a nice shower and then get some nice sleep, and they can wake up to the things that they obtain, right? Me personally, as a man, I don't like being lazy. I like the fact that I can work a nice hard day and come home and realize that I worked for something, right? And got paid for it. Moon card showing up here on top of the seer. So this person's been working on something very secretive. It could be any number of things. Maybe they've been holding back some sort of a sickness, disease, or tiredness, or yeah, they just been working on some sort of a secret contract, some sort of a secret blessing or gift or something like that. It could be a will, right? The moon is indicative of our fears, right? Our I mean dreams and sleep and that sort of thing. Our unconscious thoughts. This person might have been working on autopilot as well. Let's clarify the six of storms. We get the sun card. So right after the moon, we get the sun card. And I said something like that in the second reading. I was in the second story. I was saying because the moon and the star came out, and I was like, if the sun comes out, I'm gonna know something. We're now in the third story here, and right after the moon comes the sun, right? hmm So this is indicative of an eclipse, perfect timing and divine timing. The sun card is the ultimate happiness, right? It's the ultimate creation and wish fulfillment and revelation. So this person could be making their own dreams, or they could be making the dreams of their family or their descendants, or possibly even their ancestors come true. It's something that this person's doing that's about to get ready to bring a lot of abundance. It's going to bring a lot of happiness. Now, this definitely could be self-love, right? A well-deserved vacation, like I finally finished. Now I can take that week vacation that I that I've been wanting to take, right? Um, or it can just be again something that they've been developing for those around them, possibly a new child, right? Building a home for a new child, building a safe space for friends and family. Let's get more love and romance messages. We have three more pulls, something a little bit more specific. The Five of Embers. Yeah, harshness, difficulty, challenges, and changes, conflict. It's my paparazzi card as well. Could be dealing with someone. For some, it could be a celebrity. It's a possibility that it could be a celebrity. Yeah, celebrities, they value their alone time here, their own quiet time, their own safe space, which is, if we were to look here in the first column, it's the moon, and it's the hermit. It's secrecy. It's alone time, wanting to go within oneself. It's rare that you have a long time, even if you have a big family. No matter how much you love your family, you still need your alone time. So, Five of Embers, change. Let's clarify the Ten of Storms. Yeah, celebrity. Like I said, it could be a celebrity. This person that's coming towards you, they could be a celebrity or have celebrity like qualities, or they may be like the company's favorite or the family's favorite. The celebrity is my devil card, the earthbound celebrity, right? So it could be a Capricorn, someone that has obsessive obsessive tendencies, or they're very attractive to a lot of people, right? Hence they don't have a lot of alone time to themselves, right? Things like that can really mess with a person's mind when they really can't have their alone time, or they're not able to clear their palate, right? They can get into things like toxicities, sex addictions, drug addictions, alcohol addictions, even spending addictions, and that sort of thing, right? If you don't ever get a chance to replenish your energy, like resting and sleep, it revitalizes your energy. But if you never have a chance to do so, it ages you quicker. It develops disease in the body. You never get a chance to detox or take a deep breath, right? Okay, let's go with the last card to clarify in this reading is the Death card, dealing with this plague here, King of Bubbles. Mm. So they may need to see a doctor. Yeah, they may need to get a second opinion, maybe a therapist or a psychiatrist, someone to help them modulate or regulate, right? Um, the King of Bubbles, though, they're very supportive, though. They're very empathic and intuitive. Mm. So this person that's coming towards you, yeah, they're a big lover. They're a big romancer, right? Again, they will take a bullet for those around them. Again, as a man, this is what we do. We work ourselves into the ground for the people that we love, right? Until we feel taken advantage of. Then you get that Kanye West song, All Falls Down. Yeah, so someone definitely wants to come in and it feels like this is already ongoing. Like you may already know this person, you may be witnessing this. I'm not sure if you're in a relationship with this person, but yeah, could be something that you're witnessing is really what I'm getting. But if this is a new opportunity for love that's coming towards you, you have to know that this is the type of person that this person is. They're very loving and they're very supportive. They're very, mm, I mean, they're a happy person. You know, they're happy to do the things that they do. But they just may not know when to say when sometimes, right? That's the whole purpose of like men like this need a strong woman, right? Assistant, Virgo, someone that can tell them when to take breaks and that sort of thing, right? And this reading is giving off strong twin flame vibes with the sun and the moon, right? So I don't think that a good woman would take advantage of a good man, or vice versa. So yeah, you definitely have an opportunity to, if you're not already with this person is coming that's coming towards you. Yeah, they're a very solid individual. So five major arcanas. We have a Scorpio. They could have a strong Scorpio placement. So they're very powerful, very deep, very intuitive. Mhm. The the Devil card, right? They work hard. They have a very obsessive personality. They may be very tempting, right? A lot of people want these type. A lot of women want these types of men, or if this is a woman, a lot of men want these types of women, right? Yeah, the boss and the assistant, the boss, which would be the devil, right? A CEO, an entrepreneur with the Virgo, the seer, someone that's very detail oriented. They work well together, right? A husband and a wife, right? Another husband and a wife, the moon and the sun chasing each other throughout the sky for eternity, right? Until we finally get an eclipse, which we're about to get ready to have. Several eclipses coming up towards the end of this month, right? A lot of tens, overthinking, a lot of overworking, but for the right things, the family, right? When you work, you want to put work into the right things, not just be having your, like, what do they say, your squirrel with the head, something about being on a squirrel wheel, right? It's like working for nothing. And then yeah, with the king of bubbles, this is just the indication of the loving energy, the romance around the situation between this is the vibe that this person carries, right? And this is going to be the vibe of their relationship, right? Very loving energy, very positive. Not sure how open it's going to be, but you know, I don't think communication is going to be a problem here. So that is what I have for you guys for the third story. Shuffle it a little bit for later works, but I'm going to grab the oracles just to pull a few and give you a little bit more insight and indication of what's going on with these three stories here. Or you can take it as a separate fourth story for yourself for those that have come into this reading at this time or have just been sitting through the reading. So let's pull five oracles and we won't have any clarifiers. And hopefully you enjoyed the message for this evening. Going past midnight at this point, possibly a 12-12 synchronicity for expansion. hmm And I'll make this one public as soon as it downloads or uploads to the YouTube page. Another one for the history books for you guys. So there's jumpers. Pull from the bottom. Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo. The sun shows up here again. So again, you could be dealing with a Leo, possibly someone with a strong personality, a leader, or again, they may be a celebrity, someone with a royal-like quality. Abundance, yeah, they like to work hard for the things that they obtain. Abundance, money, rich in spirit, or gifts, right? However they obtain their wealth. Mhm. Right? Some people don't even have to buy stuff. You think celebrities buy a lot of the things that they have? No, they're gifted to them. People give them, what are those contracts like? A lot of social media content creators like to have these things where I forgot what they called, but they get a certain percentage or something like that. Like people that like you, just imagine how many people that like you gave you free stuff, right? Endorsements is what they call them, right? Yeah. We have a unicorn, so that's magic. Unicorns are very unique. We have magic, grace, purity, the moon, which showed up here, nature, right? So this person possibly likes being out in nature, or they have a very natural look or beauty about themselves. Jewelry, this person possibly likes a lot of jewelry, a lot of good luck charms, that sort of thing. And clairvoyant, this person may have some sort of well, if they're a twin flame, they definitely have some sort of a clairvoyant or some sort of a cognate ability here where they have precog, clear audience, clear aliens, clear gustance, whatever the case may be. But celebrities, they are considered to be unicorns, right? We're gonna pull two more. This person is future oriented as well. Well, there's another indication of nature. We have witch, a naturalist, a spiritualist, someone that follows divine law, which people don't think witches do, right? The law of attraction. Someone well versed in law of attraction. Whatever you do, you get back to you. Whatever you put out, it comes back to you. Also, again, a third confirmation of this person likes to work hard for the things that they obtain because they know that's the only way that you can. That's the way the world works. It's the law of equivalent exchange. A very crafty person, witches are, right? hmm You can get into any type of craft, jewelry craft, witchcraft. Cooking is a craft. Music is a craft, right? Any type of things that you do with your hand, it's handcrafting, right? So stop putting a negative connotation behind witches when they were naturalists, right? Adam and Eve were naturalists. They crafted the garden. They were put here to maintain the garden, right? And if you really want to know, they definitely had psychic gifts and abilities that people nowadays will look at them and say, "Oh my God, you're a witch." But the DNA has been diluted so much over a course of time that we start to lose our divinity. What do you think incest is? Anyways, tragedy here, accident, beware, bad luck. This person possibly has went through some sort of a tragedy, right? Which activated their spiritual gifts. hmm Says accident here, beware, and bad luck, right? So this person may have a testimony, which all of God's anointed vessels, they have a testimony. I have a testimony. I'm laying in bed here because I had a liver transplant 20 years ago, which affects the rest of my life, and it's going to continue to affect the rest of my life. It was prophesied to me by another prophet that I would have a story to tell. So, it's still developing. I'm still writing that book, right? I mean, you can look back on my first YouTube channel, which I would consider a lot of downloads and a lot of personal stories for me, all consolidated into 3 years of my own personal Bible and testimony. And yeah, I was directed to start a second YouTube channel, which is what we have here now. Over twice the amount of subscribers and just more content to put out over however long I'm going to be doing this, right? We're going to be forever expanding the business. It's not just tarot, it's other things as well, which I'm going to be able to help the community with or help the collective with, right? Tragedy into triumph, right? Turn that bad luck into good luck. Transmutation, right? The law of attraction, being crafty, having that testimony, being able to show and teach others, right? Remember that thing I wanted to learn from people instead of going through those harsh lessons. Now I can present those harsh lessons to people there's people that's coming out of high school every day that need new knowledge. There's people that's graduating college every year, right? There's people out there that needs these stories to help them evolve throughout life, right? Everyone doesn't want to start at square one. That's where we keep messing up at, especially in my community. No one's leaving a legacy behind. No one's putting out new information and knowledge out for people, right? And we're just stuck in this cycle, and we keep getting put in last place, right? But anyways, that is the message for this evening. Take the messages how they resonate, the love messages, or if this was just a therapeutic storytelling for you guys to enjoy for entertainment purposes. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. There are other readings on the channel for you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. But yeah, I do sense loving energies coming through the readings for this evening. Definitely an opportunity for a soulmate for the first story, a twin flame for the third story, and the second story. Um, I think also some sort of a strong soulmate energy as well. Stronger than the first one. The first one maybe just be like networking and friendship and something like that. So it was actually a progression. It went from like a strong friendship to a soulmate to a twin flame type of energy. So yeah, I would say if you have the time, watch the entire reading or the entire live. But you know, take it as it resonates. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.